Hey guys, in this video we go through the Flylapse effect on the Insta360 1R. Let's get into it. So I've been wanting to make this video for a long time actually. Insta360 brought out the Flylapse option about a few months ago, and it was really interesting because it looks similar to the auto time shift, and I think that aspect in itself looks really cool. It has all the motion, you fly through locations, and it's cool that the AI actually figures out what's important and what's not. The Flylapse is very similar, except it has even more of a flying look to it, and that really got me intrigued. So I wanted to go through the city of Fukuoka and check it out and see what I could produce. The only problem is I use Android, and so the app was not updating for the Flylapse effect on the Android. If Insta360, if you are watching this, you need to, one, make a better app for Android, and two, even for the iPhone users, because I use my friend's iPhone, it was really frustrating to upload, and it took almost 2 hours. Even though it shows as something that should take only a few seconds and it's so easy to use with the app, it's really frustrating actually to use this camera because the app itself is not that great, and you really need the app in order to really get the benefits of this camera. There are areas where it sort of does a double take, it flies through and then looks back, and it'd be cool if it would like do some movement and then zoom forward, but it does a double take and then like goes back to your original point of view. So if let's say you pass something and it's like, hey, I want to show that, it goes back to it. It goes from right and then just jumps left. Okay, so if you check out the video, the tutorial that they put together, it's simple really. They tell you to hold the selfie stick and walk through. So basically they tell you to just take this, stretch it out, and walk, which is fine. The thing is, after I walked through, and I did it for 23 minutes instead of 3, as you can see here, it tells you to select the clip. These portions right here took almost an hour to 2 hours for me to complete. This app is not as easy as you would think it is. And another thing is, it does select the things, but it allows you to edit. Let's say it says, these are the 8 places that you can choose from that we think are important. You can actually limit it down to 3 or 4, you can choose. But every time you click one to unselect it, it takes another like 5 minutes to load the new preview, and then your phone's still on, and then it just overheats the phone. And then you need to export it. It's just frustrating. But I want you guys to see the Flylapse, and these are some examples of me doing the Flylapse in my city. So I did it in the nighttime and I did it in the daytime, and you're gonna see both light options with no real color grading done to them except for the Color Plus that Insta360 has with it. This is some of the footage that I put together. So check out these 2 Flylapses. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and let me know if you want more Insta360 1R videos, because if you do, I'll create them, and I'll put myself through editing and burning my phone up just to make videos for you guys. So here's the Flylapse. the most part, actually, I think the Flylapse looks cooler than the auto time shift because it just has more motion to it. The only problems I had were, and it might be my fault, but as you see in the tutorial, it says film for 3 minutes. I thought, well, why film for 3 minutes when you can film for 23 minutes? That could be the reason why it took so long to edit the video in the app. I don't think that's the case because I've had many issues with the app beforehand with just normal 3-minute videos. When you choose the video, so if I choose a clip, let's say I chose a 3-minute clip, basically first what it's doing is the AI is going into the clip and choosing the areas that it thinks are important. But that took like 20 minutes and it overheats the phone turns on fire. The camera, because I don't move the video off of the camera, it actually means my camera battery goes down. I can move it, but that process of moving the video from the camera to the phone also takes a lot of time. So the app in itself is just really frustrating. That's why you don't see me making many Insta360 1R videos. And I know the Insta360 One X2 is out, but it's not necessarily the same camera as the Insta360 1R, so this is still relevant. And I think it's a cool option because of the 360 capabilities and the portability and the fact that you can use it as a action camera, even though I find it very difficult to do so because there's no real mount for the action camera actually, because this is a mount right here, right? But if you switch this lens to the 4K option, you can no longer use this case, and that's sort of frustrating because there is no way to mount it. But the app is what's really frustrating, and so that part, the editing part, is where I don't like it much. Subscribe for more Insta360 1R content, Japanese content. I want to make what you want, so let me know in the comments below, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.